fairly sideways session for equity markets today. While we were all gearing up to clock in the lifetime high, but again, we missed the mark, closed just shy of that level. A gain of about 36 points coming in for the Nifty Futures at 15,339. That's the closing print coming in. And similar was the case with the Nifty Spot as well. Missed the mark when it came to the lifetime high. The big triggers, of course, for the markets going forward are going to be whether or not you see any selling coming in at the top. Or at the top once we make it to that lifetime high. Practically and optically, we are almost there in any case. And then, of course, the localized lockdown news. Trigger points such as lockdowns getting lifted in states like Uttar Pradesh, or for that matter Maharashtra, they also are something that the market is keenly looking out for. Now let's get back to what was sectorally moving and what was not. Before anything else, the breath as well flickered quite a few times between the green to the red, finally closing in favor of the advances with about 94 F&O names standing and closing to the greens. The pockets which held out today were IT once again for a second consecutive day. The Mindtree guidance went down very well and smartly with the street. So this was a big mover. Pulled along with it an emphasis as well, which held out very smartly. The L&T technology twins as well looked very smart in trade, as did the big boys, which in any case have been finding favor with the market. The other interesting pocket was cement. So everything from an Ultratech Cement to an ACC, Ambuja, Shri Cement, Ramco Cement, or even for that matter Grasim, which is not a cement company anymore, but more of a holding company and now a paints company in its new avatar, that also held out very smartly. The other pocket of strength which one must highlight is what was happening with the PSU pack. After last 2 days of a bit of a pause, PSU banks were finally back again in the limelight, with SBI taking the lead and a big rub-off coming in on PNB, which closed sharply higher by about almost 7%. That's the kind of spurt that you saw on the stock. A BOB which held out by about 4%. Canara Bank as well held out very smartly in trade. Couple of other movers, but the likes of Z, which held out by 3.6%. You also had a Piramal Enterprises, which spurted up nicely to the tune of about almost 7%. Now to the laggards, and you can't really draw up a trend over here. BPCL, after its earnings and that big dividend that it announced late last evening, that slackened eventually in trade and closed in the red. You also had a Bajaj Finance after the heavy move that the stock has seen of late. HDFC, ONGC, you had a Sun Pharma, you had a Bharti and Maruti. They were all laggards in today's trading session. From amongst the broader markets, it was a Manappuram after a big move yesterday. Berger Paints, Pfizer, a BEL as well as Cummins, which were the laggards.